Did you think Jensen, in a CNBC interview, when he said he was a little bit surprised that AMD, with their new chip coming out, that they, would have to do this partnership with? He kind of tied it to the chip side and kind of made it sound like they're getting desperate. Whereas when
Yeah.
you look under the covers, he's playing a little bit of sleight of hand. What's really happening
Yeah.
is a
Well, yeah.
software race.
Yeah. He's trying to downplay the importance of it
Yeah.
because that's his job. I mean, his mode is CUDA. So if anything is gonna put a ding in CUDA, he's got to downplay like, oh no, that's not a big deal. But behind the scenes, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
like guys.
Welcome to Practical AI, everybody. My name is Jeff. I'm here with Peter Lin. Practical AI is brought to you by Pocket AI. Pocket AI is a tool you can use to edit the weights of your model. With Pocket AI, you can prune over 60% of the weights in your model while increasing accuracy. Peter, we want to get to a main topic here that involves AMD and NVIDIA, but prior to that, just a couple of interesting topics and quick wins. Had a video model that kind of dropped. I
Yeah.
think they're charging 15 cents what is it, 15 cents per video produced.
Yeah.
So
Generation.
you pay in like dollar tokens or something. But anyway, it's looking pretty good. Ovi, I think is the name of the company.
Yeah. It's a open source model that's similar to VO, and so VO, for those who don't know, is a model that can generate a video with audio from a prompt. So that was what Google demonstrated this year at their conference, Google I/O. And so this is kind of the first open source version, and it's pretty comparable, which is nice.
Yeah, and the prompting was pretty slick, right? You
Yeah.
could kind of give it basic commands, and it seemed to do a reasonably good job.
Yeah.
Now, what's crazy about all these video prompts is that they are pretty long. They're pretty big prompts.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
But
it's
in
cool 'cause-
general, it was getting the sound right. You could put
yeah.
emotions behind it. You could put background sound behind it and look
Yep,
pretty
sound
good.
effects. hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's come a long way, and you can in your prompt you can give it the actual dialogues with the start and end tags and stuff like that. So it's advancing very quickly. Pretty
Yeah, I
amazing.
mean, like I was saying earlier, you can still tell it's AI, right? But
Yeah.
it's way better than it's been.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back 2 years when people try to do the Will Smith eating spaghetti thing, like, that looked like a horror show.
Yeah, right.
And now, 2 years later, you can do video with audio and give it dialogue.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to our next topic. And real quick, we wanted to hit China's thorium reactors.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a random topic for this AI stuff, but it's important, right?
Oh, yeah.
What is a thorium reactor, and what is China doing that we aren't from a U.S.
So
perspective?
thorium reactors were actually invented by the U.S. I believe Los Alamos is where it was invented. I could be wrong. I have to double check that. But so it was invented in the U.S. But for whatever reason, the U.S. decided to not pursue it. And there's quite a few videos on the internet about thorium reactors, why they're better than fission reactors that use uranium. But China has been investing in this apparently for the last 5, 6, or 10 years, and they have a fully functioning thorium reactor. And they're projecting that by 2030, they're going to start rolling out large scale thorium reactors. And so
Now,
that
a couple of backdrops to this. One is thorium is a very, very, this is a throwaway product. It's all over the place. Like we've got more thorium on the planet than we need.
yeah,
It's
yes,
not toxic or anything. This is
nope,
not the power part. of the reactor. It's still using uranium or plutonium or something, right?
No. So this is using thorium. There's no uranium at all,
Oh, I thought there
and
was. That's interesting.
no, there isn't. Yeah, I mean, so it's the thing with thorium is if the process slows down, it actually prevents it from actually going thermonuclear and melting down. But for whatever reason, the U.S. decided it was not sexy enough because I don't know. I don't understand. I'm not. I wasn't there. I don't know why. U.S. industry decided that wasn't something they wanted to pursue, but we created it. We didn't develop it, and then China went, "Oh, it's a good idea," and it's applicable because right now, was it last year? Microsoft contracted with Three Mile Island in Pennsylvania for power because there's not enough power. And some people say, well, there is enough power in the U.S. It's just in the wrong place. Well, if it's not in the right place, it means there's not enough power. So that's kind of a moot
Yeah,
argument, right? So in order to get the power to where you need it at the data centers, we don't have enough.
yeah.
And if
It's
you're
one of the
China, you're
problems.
building these thermal reactors, now you have potentially unlimited power that's clean to power wherever you want. If you want to put a data center in the middle of the desert, you can.
Yeah.
Whereas today, data centers for AI have to be close to water sources.
Okay. Good. And then our main topic today is AMD's stock jumped pretty big
Yeah.
recently, either late last week or early this week. And we look at this as like, two, or the varsity player getting chased by the JV player, AMD being JV and NVIDIA being the varsity team.
Yeah.
But this is more than just a hardware thing, right?
Yeah. So the one of the reasons why ROCm, so ROCm is AMD's software stack for their hardware. And historically, ROCm didn't have enough users to really kind of build up their library. And NVIDIA also took it serious and said, okay, the thing about Jensen is he kind of saw the future and he thought, okay, we need to build this software stack around it to optimize everything so that we can take advantage of the hardware. And most of the players in the field didn't believe that. And because he bet the company on the combination of hardware and software stack working together really well, they now have the advantage. When NVIDIA came out with their ROCm, they kind of just did a minimal amount.
You mean AMD when AMD came up with
AMD,
ROCm?
yeah. And so AMD didn't really push it. They didn't. I mean, they probably should have invested 10 times more than what they should have. And so it didn't really go anywhere very quickly. And so then all the momentum was with NVIDIA's CUDA stack. But with this agreement now that they've signed with OpenAI, now they're going to get a real business with real software needs, helping them to build out their software, right? Because key part of building software is users using it and telling you like, okay, you need to improve these 8 things, and then working with you to actually like test it. So OpenAI will tell them, hey, look, you need to work on this, this, and that. The engineers will take a look, they'll work on it, they'll give OpenAI something to test, to validate. If it works, great. If it doesn't, they'll go back to no, 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 no. And you're like, okay, good first try. Try again. And like most
Now,
software projects,
yeah,
yeah,
so just to level set, so you've got the hardware, you know, chips, hardware. So you've got NVIDIA and AMD competing. You've got
yeah,
software layer on top of that. CUDA, no ROCm, or not now, but ROCm is on the AMD side. You get the models that sit on top of that, then the applications that run
yeah,
on the models and all that stuff. So in this uh, space, NVIDIA has a 10-year head start on everyone just on their software side,
oh
right?
yeah,
They've got sequencing, they've got, applied materials, they've got models or software that can run modeling for anything, right?
yeah,
But as I understand it, on the AMD side, they're using an open source software, ROCm, for theirs. It's largely
yeah,
open source, and
yeah.
people to use it and kind of improve it, it's not advancing to the degree that it needs to.
Correct.
Enter OpenAI, and this partnership forces that to happen. Is that?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, originally ROCm was closed source, and then to compete, they open sourced it.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. So originally, when it was originally it was ATI Graphics was the creator of it. When they bought it, they worked on it a little bit more, and then they open sourced it. So think of it like this way: in the cycling world, the bike brands that have the most advancements are the ones with the most teams riding their bikes. Because you might design a bike, and you think that's great, but if there's no professional teams racing it, you won't get good feedback, right? Because you're like the average Joe, you and me, and some random person riding a bike isn't gonna like push the bike to the max and give you the great feedback of like, no, okay, yeah, the steering is this, is that, the reach is that, the handlebar, the geometry of the bike. When I hit a corner going down a steep mountain, it feels stable or it feels unstable. It feels, twitchy. I feel like I'm gonna crash, right? So AMD has needed a real partner to kind of push the edge of their software and then tell them like, okay, here are the problems. Go fix these 20 things. Without that, you can't really advance your software stack.
Did you think Jensen, in a CNBC interview, when he said he was a little bit surprised that AMD, with their new chip coming out, that they,
Right.
would have to do this partnership with? He kind of tied it to the chip side and kind of made it sound like they're getting desperate. Whereas when
Yeah.
you look under the covers, he's playing a little bit of sleight of hand. What's really happening
Yeah.
is a
Well, yeah.
software race.
Yeah. He's trying to downplay the importance of it
Yeah.
because that's his job. I mean, his mode is CUDA. So if anything is gonna put a ding in CUDA, he's got to downplay like, oh no, that's not a big deal. But behind the scenes, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
like guys,
I think it's his cousin who's the CEO of AMD, right?
yeah,
So
they're like second or third
yeah,
cousins, so they're
I'm
not
sure
close.
she called him up and was like, "Really, really?
No, actually, apparently they don't talk. So
Oh, really? Okay, because he was pretty favorable to her.
yeah, well, he's a good politician. I mean,
Yeah, good.
yeah,
The
but yeah,
last
he's
thing
got some.
I'll add is I heard a phrase, since we're talking about open source, um, which I think speaks to this ROCm conundrum, and that is, there's open source and then there's open intelligence.
Yeah,
And the definition that was given is that open source is essentially totally free. Open intelligence is free, but it needs a lot of money for the world to be able to use it for free, right? So
oh yeah,
would you consider ROCm an example of that, where it's like, well, yeah, it's open source, but it needs
yeah, it's
funding?
open source, but you got to buy the hardware, and that's not cheap.
Yeah,
So if you buy their MI series processors, they're cheaper than NVIDIA's Broadwell and whatever their data center chips, but they're still expensive, right? I mean, they still cost like more than a car.
yeah,
I mean, NVIDIA is 40K for a GPU, so like
yeah,
30K, yeah, it's still a car at that point.
yeah. Trade my model or buy a car. Let's see.
Yeah, so like you and I would be like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah,
But if you're OpenAI, you need it because if you've got 10 million users per month and they're doing chat stuff, you got to scale.
yeah,
And there are people that are saying like Dylan Patel, the analyst, is like everyone right now today would make more money if they had more hardware. Right now, the token limited because you just can't process enough tokens fast enough to make enough money.
yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing how much money is getting dumped into this, and it's all
Yeah.
the scaling, right? But anyway, good topic, and we'll keep an eye on ROCm and CUDA and the software race that is masquerading as a hardware race right now.
Yeah.
All right, good topic, Peter. We'll do another topic next time. You can always follow us on Spotify as well. We're there, and I always recommend listening to us on 2x speed since we talk slow. Leave comments or questions, and we'll try to get to them. Thanks, everybody.